everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a triple unboxing. So obviously Presley is here with me and he is going to be helping us unbox. And I did say a triple unboxing. I have 3 boxes here. You can only really see 2 on camera right now, but there is a 3rd one down below. We have the Afterlight box, which is the romance subscription from Illumicrate. Yeah, you see 2 of those. We do have the Illumicrate subscription as well as Rainbow Crate. These are all... Yeah, on the camera. These are all the boxes from May. It's the first time this year that I have received all 3 boxes.
And brown.
Yep, green, yellow, and brown. Afterlight is only a bi-monthly subscription. Illumicrate and Rainbow Crate are every single month, but I have been more careful about what boxes I actually get. Based on the books that are going to be coming in them, I am more picky about what I'm reading, and this is the first month where I wanted everything. So that is what we're going to be doing. I'm actually going to go in this order. It's just alphabetical. And so we're going to be starting with Afterlight. I do know what books are in every single one of these boxes. And I think every single box this month actually was spoiled by the actual company. Illumicrate usually has like mystery where they tell you the summary, but they don't actually tell you what the book is. However, the book in here is highly anticipated, so if there's going to be a highly anticipated book, they will include that information. And then Afterlight, there was an add-on for it, and when there's an add-on for it, they usually reveal what is going to be in the box, so that people know that they can add it on. So like I said before, we're going to be starting with the Afterlight subscription. Like I said also before, it is a bi-monthly subscription box. So this only comes every other month, and this one comes with a book, or 2, because I did do the add-on, plus a couple of items that aren't based on any specific fandoms. So, did you want to come sit up on my lap?
Yeah.
To help open. Okay, so here's what the paper looks like for the Afterlight box. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Yes.
My turn.
Okay, your turn.
What's in here?
I don't know. Let's get past the paper stuff.
What's that?
Ooh, let's
What's
see.
this?
Well, those are some prints, it looks like. Let's put those down and do this one first. So this one is going to be
this?
a passport cover.
What's this?
It's a passport cover.
Can I open it?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, right here, right here.
oh, right here. Wow.
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 You showing the camera? There you go, passport
Is it
cover.
The
It is like a teal aqua green. I really like the color of this. Maybe it's more like a mint, but it's very shiny on the front because we do have a quote for it, which says, "You are my greatest adventure, always and forever." This is by Gretka Milkovic. I don't know.
What's this?
Travel themed passport holder. I just said it. You are my greatest adventure, always and forever. I don't know if it's from a book or if it's just like a quote and they're attributing, you know, who did it. But this is very cute. So a little passport cover. What else do we have?
These.
We have, I think they are prints or author letters. I think it's author letters. Yeah, I'm assuming these are pictures of the characters from these books, because we actually do have, you know, the actual book of the month and the add-on, and I think that's what this is. I think one is the add-on and one is the actual book. It's gonna be a book. Let's get it. Oh, actually, there's supposed to be one more thing before the book. This one. Get this one first.
What's this?
This is a bubble bar.
Bubble bar?
Yes. So, most likely Presley and Elliot will be using this instead of me, but this is a bubble bar.
Can I open it?
No, this is for bath time. It is a very cute pink heart, and it says it's Jasmine ylang, I probably said that wrong. Gardenia, lavender, and vanilla. It's for bath time. We can't open it right now. It makes bubbles in the bath. It's like a bath bomb, but for bubbles. Yeah? They love bath bombs and stuff in bath. So I'm assuming we will probably use this for them. I will also leave all the creators and artists and everything linked down below in the video for you guys. But so that's the second item. So again, like I said, they're not fandom related. Now we're getting into the books. Oh, they're in bubble wrap. We're too interested in the bubble wrap to get the book out. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Bubble wrap. Can you grab the books out? One book.
Can I pop these?
Yes, you can pop the bubble wrap. Oh, these are very cute. I'm very glad I added on. So, the add-on, since that's the first one he pulled out, is the Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I actually have it back here. It's this bright yellow one back here on my favorite shelf because I loved it so much. And like, this is adorable. We do have some digital printed edges, like, and it looks like DNA sort of, because it's part of the thing. It's a science-y, based on, you know, who you are as a person, based on your DNA and that kind of stuff. Who is your soulmate? Ooh, okay. Yes. This is very reminiscent of the original US cover. I really like that one. I might just have to like pull it out so we can see. Cause like.
And then the mask pin.
But so that is very adorable. I really do like that. I love the colors. I love the art. I don't actually know who this artist is necessarily right now. I'm sure it says here. Neko Conut 22. I'm again gonna leave everybody linked down below.
This?
No, we're gonna get the other book out. But so we have this, and it is digitally signed. Okay, there's one more book. Pull it out. This is the book that is actually in the box for this month.
This one?
Yes, we will move on to that one in just a second.
Box.
It is a yellow box. We're going to do the yellow box in just a second. We're still finishing up this one. Okay, and so this obviously is then the True Love Experiment, also by Christina Lauren. Here, let me have you put the bubble wrap over here. You stand over here for just a second. Let him play with the bubble wrap over there for a little bit. This is also obviously by Christina Lauren. It is the companion novel to the Soulmate Equation. So the Soulmate Equation is sort of a rivals, enemies to lovers sort of thing, but it's like based on science. There's an app that this guy here had like helped create, and it's supposed to match you with your perfect match based on science. And then we also have a single mother. I really love this one. I love the characters so much. I love the relationship. It was like perfect for me. And then this one's going to be following her from the first book's best friend, who is a romance novelist who's like having trouble getting romance of her own and ends up going on the True Love Experiment, which is like a reality dating TV show. I'm very excited for this. And so we have like palm tree leaves printed on the edges, and then we have the fireworks and the purple on the cover because again it's going to sort of match the US one. I'm actually loving the art on this, by the way. Oh, and they do have like little quotes on the back which are just adorable. Let me grab the US one because I do have that as well. And so yeah, fireworks on the cover. So this is the matching one for this one. I pre-ordered that one forever ago and sort of forgot that I pre-ordered it when I got this, but at the same time I'm glad I have both. I have really high hopes for this because of the fact that I love the Soulmate Equation so much, but these are absolutely adorable. And now putting them side by side as well, the True Love Experiment looks so much bigger than the Soulmate Equation. So I'm like very excited. I love these. They are gorgeous. I'm so excited. Also, Presley has asked to open the bubble bar like 3 times since we've pulled it out of the box. So we will also be doing that later. Okay, so now, yes, next we are going to be moving into the yellow Illumicrate box.
These chips.
No, we're not eating chips right now on camera. Let's finish the boxes first and then you can have some, okay? Okay, so the Illumicrate.
And this is the next.
That is the last one. The Illumicrate box is like their fantasy sci-fi
That's
subscription.
paper too.
That is paper too. Usually fantasy, and this one is no exception. The theme is What Lies Beneath. Yeah, you're splashing in the trash in the box or in the paper in the box. Yeah. And so for this one, we again knew what book was coming in the box. And there are no themes technically for Afterlight. Like, it's not necessarily a themed box. It's just, here's the book that we got. So let's start getting some stuff out of the Illumicrate box, huh?
What's this? It's another box.
It is another box. Here's some art on the box. Bless you. You all good? Art on the box.
That looks like the
That does look like an F. They have like runes on there. And it says the halfway plant pot. So, let's see. Inspired by House of Hollow, which I want to read, but I have not read. What does this mean? Halfway, maybe that's just the name of it. But it's a plant pot, so.
What's this?
Okay, this is very cute.
What's this?
This is a pot. A plant pot. I don't think I'm going to use it as a plant pot. I think I might just end up using it. No, it's ceramic. It can break. Yeah, it's fragile. I might just use this on my desk as maybe like a pen pot or something, because this is very gorgeous. Like, I really love the art. It's the same sort of art that was on the box, but it's in a quite hefty, nice, weighted plant pot. I like how it's... Yes, you can close it. I like how it's more narrow at the top, and so then it goes out on the sides at the bottom.
That looks like a cube.
It does look like a cube. I really like this one. Okay, let's get another item, please.
Wait, is this a book?
There is going to be a book in there, but is there more items? Oh, that one's not a book. Okay, let's see. This one's going to be a bag.
A bag?
Yeah, I think it's one of those like storage bag things that they like to send, which I'm not mad at.
Can I get into a bag?
Yes, let's see. Okay, so this one has a quote by Laini Taylor on it, so daughter of smoke and bone related maybe.
Bag.
I'm making it a bag. It looks like this.
Here's the bag.
Here's the bag. The quote on it is the same on both sides. It says, "Wishes are false, hope is true. Hope makes its own magic."
That's gonna be the book.
Yes.
What's this?
And yes, it is Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
What's
Wait, okay. We're not ready for that yet. You can hold it. You can hold it until we're ready. Hold it.
What's this?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we're not ready for it yet. So excited. So this is like an organizational bag sort of thing that they like to do. They call it a book organizer. You can also fold down the top part for it, and it has a different design on the edge. It's so white though. Can we see it? There we go. It has like clouds and feathers and a palm. And again, it's going to be the same on both sides. So you can like fold it to have a little bit more structure for your books. Okay, now we will do it. This is a metal bookmark, going to be inspired by the book in the box.
What's this?
It's going to be a bookmark.
Wait.
Ooh.
Can I hold it?
Yes. Okay, so it came off the paper already, but this is the backing for it. One thing I will say is I really do like the fact that they included a bookmark inspired by the book that's in the box. Because sometimes we get bookmarks that are inspired by other books that I have not read. This is a chain. Don't pull it. Let go. Thank you. And so I like the fact that it's inspired by the book in the box. And it has a whale. It's a bookmark. It has a whale. And then on the chain, it has this like heart on it. No, you're not holding that because I'm showing the camera. And so I'm not entirely sure what it all means yet. And it is metal, but it has these very like delicate pieces for it. It is a beautiful bookmark. And like I said, I really like that it is tied into the book of the month and not just a different book. Presley's playing with the paper worms. Can we get another item? I think we have another item in here. Oh, it's just floating around. It's not in a bag or anything. So this is like a pop socket.
Can I hold it?
You can in just a second. Let me show the camera and then you can hold it. It is metal on the top, and so it is a little bit hefty. This one is inspired by Ooh, The Whispering Dark. That is a book that I have not read yet, but it came in a Illumicrate box, so that makes sense why it is part of this box. And I really, really want to read it. And it says, he was a paper moth in the dark and she was a light. I like this a lot. I wish it sort of came in a bag of something though, so it wasn't just tossed around. But you can see, I think here, that it's sort of like engraved as well. Like it's not one layer, it has a couple. I really like it, and it has like the sticky stuff on the back. So yes, you can hold that now if you want. Okay, the last thing it looks like we have in here is going to be the book.
Here's the book.
Here's the book. It's in some plastic, so we need to take it out. Let's see.
Wait, it is the book.
I told you it was the book. We just gotta take it out of the plastic. There we go. Okay, I'm really liking the fact that they kept the cover. I think it's the same cover for the US and the UK, but it is Witch King by Martha Wells. So, because it was by Martha Wells, of course, that's why they spoiled what was in the box. They don't do that for most of their boxes. But Martha Wells is a very beloved author, especially because of the Murderbot series, which I absolutely love. At least the first book, and I've read the second, which was still really good, and I want to continue. Yeah, we're gonna do stuff in there too. Presley's like, there's another box. We gotta get to the other box. We will. But this is a fantasy book. I don't know if it's the start of a series or not, but it's fantasy by this author, and so I was very, very intrigued. We have, again, gorgeous edges. Like, I love the sort of like, what, filigree on there. Ooh, 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 okay. Even more prettiness under the dust jacket. We have this for the naked hardcover. It's a gorgeous purple.
That's a purple book.
It is. Here's the spine, because it also has a design on the spine. But the front says, I know who you are, the demon the mortals call, king of the witches. Do you promise revenge? I'm very intrigued. And then here, again, is our little like whale creature thing on the end papers. I don't know what the whale has to do with this at all. Ooh, and we have a different design on the back end papers. This one looks more like demon-y, and from my I did say ooh. From my understanding, this is about a character who like wakes up after being killed, after being murdered, his consciousness dormant and unaware of the passing of time while confined in an elaborate water trap. Kai wakes to find a lesser mage attempting to harness Kai's magic to his own advantage. And it sounds like he's trying to figure out how or why he was murdered. It is a fantasy setting, there is magic and everything. I'm just super, super intrigued about a fantasy by an author who wrote Murderbot, which is an adult sci-fi, but like very fun and snarky and stuff, and so I'm hoping for a little bit of the same vibes in here, so I knew I had to get it. You guys can't see the books anywhere I put them. That's okay. They're up here, I swear. I'm just very much in the way. They're there, they're there. Okay, that is the last stuff for the Illumicrate box. So let's pick up our trash again, and we're gonna move into the Rainbow Crate box.
That's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
It is, because it's a rainbow for Rainbow Crate. Can you guys see? Sort of.
Rainbow Crate?
Yes. Okay, so the last one we have here is, those are like, I think they're called packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts.
Yeah, it's foam. They're not actual peanuts. But so Rainbow Crate always comes with 2 books in the month, plus a couple items. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see.
Can I take it out?
Yes, take it out. Get it? Good job. Okay, so we have a white box first.
That's a white box.
It is, which means it has a mug in it, which I love.
Like a rectangle.
Ooh, it does. Okay.
What's this?
Ooh, yay. Okay, so this has a mug.
Yay.
It's a little bit hard to see with the glare from the window, Let's just come up closer maybe. Here we go. But we have like
What's
sirens,
this?
mermaids, underwater creatures.
What's
You can see
this,
like it's
Mom?
gorgeous. It's a mug. It's Mommy's mug. And it actually says on the
What's
bottom that it's based on The Deep by River Solomon, which is a book that I read in the last couple months. Absolutely loved. 5 out of 5 stars. And I don't think I said, but Rainbow Crate is specifically about LGBTQ books and fandoms. And so obviously The Deep is. It's written by a non-binary author, and we definitely have like different representation about non-binary and different relationship statuses and stuff in the book. And so yeah, I also love how big this is. Like, can we tell, like, this is
What's
a wide
this?
mug. I don't know, what's next?
What's this?
Oh, that's the paper for everything that we're getting. But since the mug had the fandom on the bottom, I didn't really need that. There should be another thing in here. I think they're still doing magnets. Yep, here we go.
What's this?
That's gonna be a magnet.
A magnet.
A magnet. So they do magnets every
what
month
is-
for different fandoms. Yes, Presley loves the magnets. This magnet is from Burning Roses by S.L. Huang.
Can you open it?
We will open it. And actually, I guess the good thing also about their spoiler card, which is not a card, it looks more like a little newspaper, which is cute. Wait. Let me help you. There you go. It always has like what representation the fandoms have. So Burning Roses, which is actually the magnet.
Those don't own the book.
Yeah, those are lots of books. They have a Latina lesbian female main character, Chinese sapphic trans female main character, Chinese side characters, and then The Deep had an all-black cast, sapphic black intersex main character, sapphic black love interest, intersex characters, and non-binary side character. So like, I like that they have that. They also do actually include all of the content warnings as well, and they include a lot of things that some people might not even think constitute content warnings, but like smoking, starvation, scars, murder, mentions of
What's
slavery,
this, Mom?
different things like that. So I absolutely love that, because this is like their little paper here. And then they always come with 2 books. I think I said that. 2 books. One is traditionally published and one is indie, and I love it. So,
And then put this on the floor.
oh, okay. We're gonna wait for Presley to come back. He's gonna go put the magnet on the fridge, and then we will continue. Yeah, go put it on the fridge. I'll wait for you. Ready to get some books out?
Yeah. What's that?
Okay, so this is going to be a signed book plate by the indie author.
Mommy?
Pull out the book.
What's this?
There's books.
Who is this?
Well, with all the packing peanuts in here, I'm glad things were like packaged
What's
nicely,
this,
but it was so hard to get the book
Mommy?
out. This is a book. This is going to be the indie book first. So the indie book is The Fate of Stars by S.D. Simper. I'm really enjoying this new cover. Packing peanuts?
Packing peanuts.
Yeah, packing peanuts. I really do like this. They get different artists to do their indie covers like all the time. Well, they're traditionally published covers as well, because they do new covers. But I like that it looks painterly. And this one is Sea and Stars Book 1, A Devout Mermaid, A Disgraced Princess, A Feud as Ancient as the Gods. And these ones always have, obviously, LGBTQ reps, so we'll get into that. They were in the box. But look at these edges. They are scaled, and it actually goes all the way around the entire book, which is just so cool. Just scales on your pages. Ooh. Also very pretty here. Again, like so shiny. I love it, but it is like a kissing scene, which is fine. Oh, and then on the back it says, I stole her, I ruined her, and so I ruined myself to write it. Ooh. And then the end papers are also very, very pretty. There is another book, but we're not ready for it yet. It looks like very similar end papers on the other side, but they're not actually the same. And then one thing I love about Rainbow Crate is all of their dust jackets come with nutrition facts. Yes, Rainbow Crate. So this is going to tell us everything we need to know about these books. So for The Fate of Stars, it does have 16 chapters per container. Pages is 266, and then the representation, so they have like a daily value percentage, so it's not adding up to 100%, it just tells you like how much of that representation is in the book sort of thing. So bisexual female, 100%, lesbian, 100%, stone butch, 50%, major depressive disorder, 15%, substance abuse disorder, 10%. So that stuff's obviously going to be in there. Genre is high fantasy. For plot, and again, this adds up to 100%, but they just have, like, again, how much they sort of have in there. So it has mermaids, duh. It has 1,000 grams, but I just love mermaids, duh. Slow burn, enemies to lovers, and sexy times. Sexy times is only 15 grams, so I'm assuming it's like, it's in here, but it's not like the major plot of the story. And then demographics, 100% adult, which I would assume so if they're gonna have sexy times in here, and this is going to be, it looks like more of a like fantasy, paranormal, or mermaids, paranormal, maybe fantasy romance. So this is an adult book. Put this one back and grab the next one. I don't know the plot of this, and because the dust jacket is nutrition facts instead of an actual summary, I can't tell you what it's about. I think there's a little bit on here, but it's a mermaid and a princess. That's all we need to know.
Packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts. Okay. Okay, and then this is going to be our traditionally published book. It's much thicker than I thought it was going to be, but I'm not mad at it. We have a very cool printed, like computer printed signed book plate, but like it looks so cool. We also have an author letter, and there's two sides because it is actually co-written. It's The Sun and the Star by Riordan and Mark Oshiro. Look at the gorgeous dust jacket we have on here. So this is going to be their dust jacket, Rainbow Crate's dust jacket. I absolutely love it. It actually wraps around here, like so cool. One thing I will also say for Rainbow Crate is they actually do also include the original dust jacket in case you want that. I'm really in love with the dust jacket that they did. And then this is the traditionally published book. So they didn't do anything extra with this book, but the book in general did come with like two suns on there. I guess the sun and the star, which I really like. And the end papers are a sort of like map thing, which is adorable. Let's get into this. This is obviously going to be a continuation sort of thing for the Percy Jackson series because we are following Nico and Will. I need to continue reading more in the Percy Jackson. I guess not the Percy Jackson. I've read all of Percy Jackson. I've read all of the Heroes of Olympus. I have not read Magnus Chase or the series that's Apollo, but I feel like that kind of stuff leads into this. But like, I'm so happy with this. It is, like I said, quite thick, much thicker than I thought. And then because we do have a Rainbow Crate dust jacket, we also have nutrition facts here. So it's going to have 51 chapters per container. The amount of pages is 471. So that's actually not too bad. It just was thicker than I thought, probably because it was also paired with a 200 and something page book. So it just felt much bigger. And for representation, we have bisexual male, 50%, gay, 50%, non-binary, 25%, gender non-conforming, 25%, and depression and anxiety, 50%. Genre is urban fantasy, and for plot, we have Grumpy Sunshine, Rescue Mission, Hurt Comfort, and Adventure. And then for demographics, they have its 50% middle grade and 50% young adult. So now, one thing I will say, because I had seen this as a sort of complaint, or at least a questioning recently about Rainbow Crate. This is a middle grade verging into young adult book, because it is like a continuation spin-off sort of thing of a middle grade series, whereas this is adult with the added knowledge of sexy times. The thing for me is, like, I completely understand people being like, why is there a middle grade book paired with an adult book? However, one thing for me, I don't think I've personally seen a middle grade ever done in Rainbow Crate. They always include two books, and they almost always have a mix of young adult and adult books. Now, they have a spin-off box now that is like Rainbow After Dark, which is specifically going to have very sexy and spicy books in there. So I think that's sort of heading that off. Like, I'm assuming, even though this is less than 300 pages, the fact that these sexy times listed in here is only 15 grams and everything else is like 75 or 105 or 1,000, it's not going to be a huge plot point. But because of the fact that this is the only book that I personally know of that Rainbow Crate has done as a middle grade, which again is verging into a little bit of like, could be a little bit more young adult. Like, this is going to be one of those books that people of any age probably are going to read. I'm 33 and I'm going to read it because I loved the Percy Jackson series that much. But this is not a book box for middle graders, if that makes sense. This is a book box that usually does an adult book and a young adult book each time, or at least that's what it seemed like for the ones that I've gotten. And so the fact that they decided to do a middle grade instead of a young adult, it's not a box that you are buying for your middle grader. Does that make sense? Like, this is not like, I have a 13-year-old sister. I would completely let her read this book. I'm not going to buy this book box for her, even though she loves queer stories, because usually they have books included that are above her age range. Like, I'm not, like, that's not what this box is for. I absolutely love that they included this one because I know a lot of people are very excited for this, but they're also on a waitlist system. When they announced that they had this book coming out in their box, if anybody was specifically trying to get this book for a middle grader, I don't think they would have been able to sign up and get Rainbow Crate anyway. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like I'm okay personally with a middle grade book being included because going into this subscription, I knew we were going to have adult books included. Like, we knew that was going to happen. So it's not that this was supposed to be a middle grade box. The theme for this box was Fight Like Hell, and it actually includes like the different covers and stuff, which I think is really cool, and some character art and stuff for the sun and the star. But that's the theme, was Fight Like Hell. It wasn't themed for middle grade. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm just saying I have seen people talking about it and I'm okay with the way they decided to do this. I don't think it was intended to be a middle grade box and then they also included a sexy adult book, you know? And then the only other thing I wanted to talk about, if I can figure out where I put my papers, is price point, because I do not have anything sponsored. I do not get these as gifts. They are exclusively things that I purchase for myself. So in general, Rainbow Crate is $55 US. Like, that's what comes out of my bank account. That should include shipping and whatnot, but we get 2 books plus 2 items. Illumicrate is now also based out of the US for US and Canada, so we have since had a drop in pricing from when we used to do it like last year. So currently Illumicrate is $45.99 including shipping for me, and it comes with a book and some items. Afterlight still comes from the UK, so based on the UK pricing plus excessive shipping to come to the US, not including the fact that I added on a book, that one can range between $46 and $48 US, because it depends on what the actual conversion rate from pounds to US dollars is. So that is my most expensive one if you consider what we get, usually 1 book and 2 items. And I'm paying almost the same price as Illumicrate's 1 book and a few items now. But I'm also just being very, very cautious about like what boxes I want. Like, I'm being very careful. I'm making sure these are things that I want to read. And so I will say for Rainbow Crate, this was not something that was on my radar beforehand. The Sun and the Star was, and I was very excited that they were doing that. And then this one does sound intriguing. I don't fully remember what they're about anymore because, like, I'm not that person. I just sort of go based on like what it was before. I hear it, I'm like, yes, I really like that summary, I'll put it on my want to read list, and then I promptly forget. So I don't actually know what a lot of things are about, but that was a welcome bonus, you know what I mean? So those were all the boxes. This is all stuff for May. I think I only have 1 box coming in June, so just be aware of that Afterlight's not in June anyway, but I only have one box coming in June. And so let me know if you still like these dedicated unboxing videos. I personally really like watching them and creating them. However, when I'm only getting one box every so often, and it's like, I never know when they're actually coming in because sometimes delays happen, it is hard to make a dedicated unboxing video and then put it up on the channel, especially because like I have plans for a lot of stuff. What, baby? You want to play with the packing peanut? Yeah, you can play with the packing peanuts. But yeah, I like them, so I'm hoping you guys like them as well. I had 3 boxes this month, so that was part of the reason I was like, you know what? We're doing it. And I think that's going to be it for today. I mean, we had some very, very cool books come in today. Like, here's the stack. Here's the edges. So besides the sun and the star, we all have really, really nice, cool edges. Like, I'm so excited right now. And that's going to be it from me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I will see you then. Bye.